I'm back, I'm biased, I'm bothered, and I am always unfiltered. If you are easily offended, this is not the place for you. We still haven't managed to worthy up. Not to worry, let's get into this mess. Alright lads, we are back with our old recaps. I much prefer it here, I will say. So what we're going to see is the 4 lives of Kody's wives. So basically it's Robyn and her husband and the other 3 single mothers. So we're just getting a little glimpse at the wives, right? So Robyn is having a prayer with her kids. And Janelle is saying that she needs an office. I don't know. No, do you know what she needs? She needs a feckin' skip. And she needs to sort out that treadmill because somebody is going to get killed in there. Anyway, she's stressed out because the family is all scattered. And even she's saying that they're basically single mothers, and that's not what she wants, right? She wants to be a family. So we pop over to Christine's, and she's playing with her kids. And I do want to let you know that Gwen is still sporting that hat. I love to see it. Also, Christine is saying that she does want the family to be together. So now we're in Meri's. Meri is sewing. Now, Meri said something that I found very interesting because she says it's going to be a challenge to live together. Oh, they're not even going to be living together. They're just going to be living like in the same cul-de-sac, just across the road from each other, you know. Anyway, we find out that Janelle has lost 20 pounds. Now, Sean Huddleston is saying to her, look, it's only the beginning of her journey. I wish that Janelle had had this guy, you know, from the very beginning. Anyway, we're seeing her working out, and she does look an awful lot happier here. Now, Sean wants her to get on the scales. Oh, we know how Janelle feels about that. She's not happy about it, but she is going to do it, okay, for the accountability. Now, she's not happy with what she sees on the scales because she wants to get down to 240. And she says, I may as well just eat the crap because I'm not able to lose this weight. But Sean says to her, listen, you're after losing £5 of fat. And altogether, in 90 days, she's after losing £25. I think that's great. I'm very proud of her. Now, we're getting a kind of a little confessional. This is filmed all over the place. Now, she's telling us that she really wants to get into real estate. She's not interested in my sister wife's closet, okay? That's what the woman said. Now, all of the adults are on the sofa talking about, you guessed it, my sister wife's closet and the expo that they went to. Now, they really want this business to do well because they said they need the money to get into the houses. I thought, what are all of you crazy people talking about? This is not going to fund anything. It's certainly not going to fund 5 houses or 4 houses. Anyway, Robyn is wearing what I can only describe as a stupid looking pink top, right? Now she says that Janelle wanted to crunch the hard numbers. I thought not really though, Robyn, because we find out that they only made $500 between the 5 adults over 2 days. Holy mother of God. Anyway, Janelle is saying that that's not enough money, right? She needs to pay her mortgage and she's not going to be able to deal with that. And then Robyn says to her, you're not invested. You're not doing anything. I tell her, Robyn, you cheeky cow. She gave you all of her feckin' money. Like she just doesn't want to design jewellery. But then Robyn says to Janelle, I have been begging you to do the plus size holy lion. Now she says it's her niche. She means it's her niche, right? But what the hell is the plus size holy lion? Because in my mind, right, I'm thinking of, I'm thinking of crotchless knickers, to be honest with you. I don't think that's what they're talking about, but that's what popped into my mind. Now, even Kody at this stage is not interested. He says that he doesn't want to sell jewelry, but he does ask what Robyn wants him to do, and she says, "I want you to support the situation." So basically, she wants him to tell the OGs like to help her. That's basically what's happening. Now, Kody is looking very dead poet society again, and he's telling us that he's not interested in this crap, but he can't say that, right? What he does say is, look, I can't be giving attention to other women when I'm selling jewellery, because people are going to think I'm looking for another wife. He's probably right, though, in fairness, you know. Now, Robyn says that she's tired of begging for help, and if the business needs more effort or more money, just do it. This woman has enough cheek for 2 feckin' arses. I'm telling you, I know the irony of that statement because our arse is as flat as a pancake, but it doesn't matter. Just the cheek of her, you know. Now, Meri says that she is committed, and Christina's saying, nah, I'm not, I'm not, because basically it's a hobby. Now, she's interested in doing real estate. She's not, but we get to that in a minute. Anyway, now we're finding our day with Janelle, and we're in Janelle's house. So Janelle and Christine are doing their real estate work because they're going to be working with the one and only Mona Reiki, who I absolutely love. Now Janelle's kids are driving her mad, right? So we find out that Garrison is after turning off Gabriel's game and he's grounded. I would have lost my mind, right? If I was in the middle of the game and somebody turned it off of me, I would have lost my feckin' mind. Anyway, he's grounded and Peyton is being sent home. But as Janelle is leaving the boys' room, Garrison just stomps on Gabe. I felt that. I have been in that position loads of times, right? Now then Gabriel gets up and he just slams the door in the cameraman's face. I don't blame him. Now Kody, who's sitting on his arse downstairs, is being asked by Janelle to help with these damn kids, you know? Now Kody asks, what does Janelle want him to do? And should he bring Christine's kids home? He's useless. He's absolutely useless. So during all of this chaos, Gabriel is screaming that Garrison said that he's an effing loser, but that he said the real word. I used to do this all the time, right? I would shout down the stairs, Mommy, Mommy, Shuffers after calling me a fucking whinger instead of a feckin' whinger. We used to kill each other, we really did. Oh, good times. Anyway, Janelle knows, right? She's not stupid. She knows that her boys, they're getting older. They're like all the hormones, they're becoming teenagers, you know? And basically, she has to do everything because Kody, like, he's never around, right? He's just never around. So Kody brings Garrison downstairs to talk to him. But then he just sends this kid back up to his room. He's crap at all of this. He really is. And Garrison is saying, well, if you're sending me up to my room, like, I'm not going to school anymore. Now, according to Kody, he doesn't want like the last memory that the kids have of him, like being given out to them, because he's not going to see them for 3 days. I thought, but it's not working. You know, it's not working, Kody. Janelle is going to lose her fucking mind. Anyway, after bringing Garrison downstairs to send him upstairs, Kody is now bringing him back downstairs. So he has to apologize. And even Kody is saying, right, that he has no credibility with the kids. I thought, good, at least you are, you know, somewhat self aware. Anyway, Garrison and Gabriel have to make up. Oh, we had to do this. Now they only have to do a handshake. We had to do a hug. I know. Anyway, Janelle is telling us again that she is actually missing the big family. So now we're going to have a day with Christine, who is, of course, baking. Of course she is. The woman is always baking something. So her and Janelle are going to Mona Reiki's office. Now, for some reason, Christine and Mona are wearing matching clothes. No idea why. So Mona is telling them, right, she's being swamped with work and she hasn't had a break for 6 weeks. But as she's saying this, right, we're getting real tense music because she has been working weekends as well. And Christine is like, I cannot do that. But Janelle is like, hell yeah, I can. I'm telling you, this woman needs to get out of the house and away from the damn kids for a while. So there's more bad news. So according to Mona Reiki, there's a delay moving into the houses because Robyn, Meri and Kody, they keep going to Danny the Builder, right? And they're delaying everything. Now, it looks like Robyn, Meri and Kody, like they're holding everything up, okay? But also, they haven't got their paperwork sorted out. But building has started on Robyn's house first. Now, I have a theory about this, which we will get to in a moment. Anyway, now we're in Christine's, right? She's talking to Kody in her brothel. Now she's telling him, look, I can't work the real estate hours. And he's agreeing with her because she has nobody to watch her kids. I thought, what the hell are you doing all day, Kody? Like, surely you can watch your children for a while, you know? Imagine that. Imagine just saying, I'm watching my own children. Anyway, these two are arguing. I have no idea why. Now, Kody is saying that she's creating drama. I don't even know where this came from, right? They're literally just sitting on the bed talking. So now we see the day with Robyn. Now, King Solomon is asleep, and she's telling us that everybody has to be quiet because he is a very light sleeper. I thought, you know what? It's probably just as well she never lived with the big family. Can you imagine telling all of these kids like to keep quiet while one child was sleeping? Oh, but wouldn't you know it? Well, well, well. For her day, right? This is the day with Robyn. Her and Kody have a date, and she tells us that they've only had 3 dates this year. I tell, have you? What about the others? When did they have a date? Also, I want to know when this was filmed because I think it's probably January the 3rd, right? I really do. Anyway, after saying that King Solomon sleeps very lightly and everybody has to be quiet, then I see Aurora and she starts playing the feckin' piano and then she's screaming and she's running up the stairs. I tell feckin' hell, even Brianna, okay, who's younger than Aurora, is trying to get her to be quiet. I can't with either of these kids, but I really cannot with Aurora. I can't. Anyway, we're getting a sob story, of course. So Robyn is telling us that, like, she's just watching everybody struggling, but she's grand with Kody. But it is hard for her. Now, she says that her and her kids haven't really integrated into the family. We know, Robyn, we know, because you never wanted this family. Anyway, we're at the meeting with Mona Reiki and all the family. Now, we're having this meeting in Robyn's house. So, the way the houses are being built, it's going to be Robyn's first, of course. And then it's going to be Janelle's, and then it's going to be Christine's. But Meri and Robyn haven't even taken care of like what they're supposed to with the lender, but Janelle and Christine have. Like they're still not loan approved, okay? And Mona Reiki is expecting that Robyn's approval is gonna come last. So this is what I believe, right? Kody knew that her credit was shy. Like she had all the names and everything. So he knew her credit was going to be shy. So if he got her into the house first, but she didn't qualify for the loan, he could say to the other wives, okay, we're not doing this. But can you imagine if everybody else had qualified and gotten into their houses and she didn't? So that's why I believe he wants her house built first, just to confirm that she is actually going to get the house. Anyway, because of all of this loan and everything, Robyn is telling us that she's feeling pressure to sort out her shy and that she's having a difficult time with the creditors. I tell I'm not surprised, you feckin' loads of debt. Anyway, then we find out that Kody and Robyn, they've been over annoying Danny twice, right? But Meri is driving by every day because she wants to just go into this house to make it a scrapbook, like as the building is going along. I thought these people are so stupid. Let the builders make all the mistakes. That's why you get a snag list. How do they not know this? Like that's just basic life. They're so stupid. Anyway, Mona says that she is trying to get them in for Christmas, but they're driving Danny crazy. Well, basically, Meri is driving him crazy. So Mona says that they're going to see the houses tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Now, bear that in mind, right? So after the meeting, after all of that is done, Janelle goes to Robyn's house. Oh, to talk to her about my sister wife's closet. Now, Janelle is agreeing to be more invested in the business. I understand, right? I do, because she's after putting all her fucking money into this. Also, I do find out what the plus size holy line is. I found out what it is, right? It's not crotchless knickers. So Janelle is going to make plus size workout gear. Now, Robyn wants to know how she can get Christine and Kody more involved. And Janelle is saying basically leave Kody out of it, kind of keep him in the loop, right? But just leave him out of it. I think that Kody got Chris, Jesus, got Janelle to say that to Robyn because he's just not interested. Janelle says, right, only invite Christine to the fun and creative stuff. Don't give her any pressure. Don't give her any meetings. I thought that sounds very Christine, all right. Anyway, so now Robyn is going to go on our date with Kody, and they're going rappelling in Red Rock Canyon. Now, Robyn says that she misses Kody and she has missed him since Solomon has been born. But I want you to bear in mind, right? He was with her 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after she gave birth. He was with Christine for one feckin' night. So anyway, we're going rappelling and we meet Joshua James. Now he's the guide, right? And he's asking Kody, have you ever done this before? So of course Cody answers him by telling him that he is a polygamist. Joshua James, he doesn't care, right? But Kody is telling him that he's spiritually married and it's a life commitment. Not anymore, it's not. No fucking way. Now Robyn is telling Joshua that she always wanted to be a polygamist. The guy doesn't care. These two need to get a different personality. Anyway, we've rappelled down the mountain and Robyn is still yammering on to Joshua James about fucking polygamy. The chap doesn't care. So Robyn is talking. It's where she was the only person in the world who to ever have had a baby, right? Because she's going on about how much she loves Solomon and how much she looks after Solomon, but sometimes she just wants to be Robyn, just like Madonna, just the one name. Anyway, these two are kissing, watching the sunset, and we're getting a voiceover from Robyn, and she's worried about the cul-de-sac. She's wondering, like, will they be jealous? Like, what are the rules? I thought you're crap at this, Robyn. Like, she tells everybody that she knows everything about polygamy. She doesn't. She doesn't even know how to live beside these people. Can you imagine her with the OGs like for the 20 years prior? Oh man, we missed out on some good footage. Anyway, so now we're having a day with Meri. Now, according to Meri, she gets Leon up at 4:20 in the morning to go running. I guarantee you this never happens. So According to them, right, Leon goes to a seminary class in the morning at 6 a.m. That's why they have to go running so early. Now, Mary believes that Leon has a calling for plural marriage. And Leon tells us that there is a stereotype that polygamist women, they don't get an education, they don't go to college. But they are going to go to college and they're going to be a polygamist. I thought, no, you're not. Anyway, we're getting a confessional from the kids, right? And McKelty reckons that Leon is going to have four sister wives and 24 kids. I thought, yeah, that's not going to happen. So it's after the run, right? And Leon is off to school, but they have this huge red hairband. I think it's knitted. It's a terrible looking thing. But apparently Mary said that they could take the car, but apparently now Mary has plans. So Leon is being all shoppy about the car because apparently they're driving Robyn's van. Anyway, Leon is off to school, right? And Mary tells us that Leon like can't just roll with things and that they get that off of Mary. We know Mary, we fucking know. So anyway, Mary went and got her hair done and now she's going to meet the others to check on the progress of the house, but she's running late. Now bear in mind, she is the one that's holding everything up, okay? This would drive me absolutely and utterly insane. Mary would drive me mad, Anyway, we're in the cul-de-sac looking really stupid with their hard hats on, looking around these houses. And Janelle is reminding us that we were supposed to move into these houses before Logan even left for college. But they really want to move in now for Christmas because these kids don't have a childhood home anymore. That's really sad, actually, when you think about it. Anyway, all of the older kids are telling us how much they are looking forward to moving into these houses for Christmas. I'm not surprised, right? They're always being bounced around all over the place. Oh, anyway, Mary is worried about the families living so close to each other because one wife would be able to see what another wife is doing. I thought, Mary, get on board, that it's gonna happen. So it's only really Janelle and Christine that want to live beside each other. Anyway, it is Leon's last year before they're off to college, so we're going shopping in a place called Rodworks. Oh, now Mary is talking about having another baby again. I can't with this storyline. So Mary is looking forward to being an empty nester, but part of her wonders what it would be like to have another baby. Does she want to be getting up during the night? No, no, you don't. Like she's saying that she knows it's crazy to start all over, but I want to know, right? What would have happened if she had to start it all over? She had to had another baby. Oh God, I want to know that. Anyway, at this stage, right, Leon is still hoping that Mary will in fact have another baby. But you know what? That's because Leon is off to college and Leon won't have to get up in the middle of the night or change like the sheety nappies or anything. Anyway, it's night time in Mary's house and Mary and Leon are decorating for Christmas, but it's not even Thanksgiving yet. Now, Mary and Cody are telling us that their relationship was rocky before they moved, but then they say now they are on an uphill. I thought, all right then. Now, Mary thinks that the relationship is getting better because she's in her own house with Leon. I thought, how very feckin' telling. But Mary says that Leon is not always home. And when her and Cody can just work on their relationship, she really likes that. So basically, she wants to be a monogamous. That's what she wants. Now, Cody reckons that moving into the cul-de-sac would be the best thing for the family because they're all going to be together. I thought, you know what? That's a heck of a lot of pressure on these poor feckin' houses in this cul-de-sac. Anyway, that is our recap. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.